Had another rough conversation with the voices in your head. They said that love has shut the door on you, and you'd be better off instead. Girl, don't you listen? Your time is gonna come. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I think you're thinking that nobody cares. Well, you know it ain't over, but where to begin? You gotta play if you wanna win. Yeah. So when you gonna let somebody in? It's a classic situation where you don't know how to feel. So you go it alone, you turn off the phone when the struggle gets too real, yeah. Girl, you better listen. It's time to make a change. You talk about lonely, you talk about scared. I
back. Welcome to the Unpacking the Baggage podcast. Now listen, as you've heard me say week after week, we need subscribers. We need sponsors, all right? Sponsors, I'm talking to you. We're streaming anywhere from 100,000 to 150,000 streams a month, right? Those people have astronomical buying power. They're buying houses, they're buying cars, they're buying products, they're buying hair, they're getting their haircuts. If you would love to talk to those people that tune into us every Sunday at 7 p.m., you can do a couple of things, right? You can send an email to say you want to sponsor. Send the email to unpackingthebaggagepodcastlr@gmail.com. Again, the email again is pretty long. Unpackingthebaggagepodcastlr@gmail.com. Or you can inbox myself, Brian Stewart. You could inbox the UTB Podcast Facebook page. You could inbox Andrea, or you could also inbox Tristan. Now, on the other hand, I need you to really do me a really huge favor. I need you guys to go and follow our brand new fan page on Facebook. It's UTB Podcast on Facebook, or on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is also UTB Podcast. Don't put a space in between B and podcast, run it all in together. That's UTB Podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification button so when we have great episodes like we're going to have today, you will be notified. Thank you for your time listening and enjoy the podcast.
What is all the laughter?
All right, good evening. We're broadcasting from the B-Level Entertainment Studios. I'm your host, B-Level.
I'm Andrea.
And y'all know who I are, the Anthony P.
And together, we make the baddest podcast in the world. Now, we're missing a fourth of our leg on the podcast. We're missing Tristan tonight. If you're wondering where he is, Tristan is somewhere. I can't remember if he's in Birmingham. He's out of town. He is actually not broadcasting. He's actually doing the hair show. And we're going to try to check in with Tristan. We don't know when he's going to be competing, right? He's competing in the hair show. And I think it's in Birmingham is where he is. But if he's in Birmingham, he's out of town. But we will be checking in with Tristan if he gets on while we're on live. We're going to try to check in with Tristan, and hopefully we can bring you some of the footage of his performance while he's performing. We don't have a performance time, so we're kind of playing this by ear. He has a link to kind of be patched into the podcast. So when I see his link come up, we'll take a break and we'll have a conversation with Tristan, okay? All right, we've already paid our bills about our sponsors and our podcast. So I think it's just time to jump right into the meat and potatoes of the podcast. Happy Sunday. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your Sunday evening. We've got a great show planned for you tonight. I'm going to go ahead, Andrea and P, and put the first question up here. And
let's say hello to some people.
Oh God, I forgot. Go ahead and tell them. I'm so sorry. Go ahead and tell them what they need to do. So I'm sorry, Andrea.
Hey guys. So usually Tristan would do this. We need everybody to put share in the comments. Please share. It looks like that we have some people.
All right, Tristan is in Birmingham. Tam said he's in Birmingham.
Okay, he's in Birmingham. Just want to say hello to somebody. Hello to a couple of people on here. Braylon, hey. Monica, hey. Tanya, hey. Latanya, hey. Ray, how you doing? Patricia Moreland, you're on here.
Tanya Hempfield, call me back. I called you this week. Call me back, Tanya.
Pamela, how you doing? Tam is on here. Hey, Tam. Stacy, how you doing?
My niece Ranika's on here.
Yolanda.
What up, yo?
Nick. So we got a lot of y'all on here. Please share.
Did you shout out Patricia?
I did Patricia.
You got to
Moreland.
make sure you get Patricia is with us every week. Do not
how
leave.
Are you doing?
Patricia Moreland. And listen, I put the question up. Patricia says she is here for this episode. She want to weigh in on these 4 or 5 topics, and I'm telling you, Patricia wants to weigh in on it. Okay, so did we shout everybody out? If you're coming on late, please share the live, put share it in the comment so we can shout you out. And when you share it, it will be streamed on your feed. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead. Let me drop the first question, and we've got 4 different topics that we're gonna talk about. But I'm gonna drop the first question. Okay. Let me see. All right. So the first question that we're gonna talk about, Anthony, I think you might have a little expertise in this, is how do you have a healthy relationship after infidelity? So how are you able to coexist and to make it? Now, we know that 9 times out of 10, when people get caught in their shit, the other people don't leave, right? They stay. Majority of the time, would y'all agree with me about leaving or staying? Would you agree with that, Andrea?
I would agree.
The man don't leave no way. The woman leave the man.
Now that's true. Now, I always, before we get into this, I always have to talk specific and numbers. All right. So let's put something up here.
Yeah.
And Andrea, I know you've got that little thing behind there that you cannot read. Let me see if I could put it up here so you can read this statistics.
Data, a significant majority of relationships, often estimated between 75 and 50%, do not make it after infidelity, meaning that only around 20 to 25% of couples manage to successfully repair their relationship following an affair.
Wow.
So 20 to 25.
Them white people.
Them
white people.
So what this is saying, P, that 75 to 80% of the people after fidelity, they don't make it. Now, what it did not say, Andrea, is that they quit right then. Some people try, and initially they just can't make it through.
Correct.
I would probably agree that most African Americans' relationship it's a part of the culture, right? I mean, most of the Black women, as a majority, has been cheated on. Would you say that, Andrea?
I would. I would most definitely say that.
Let me put it back on our live screen. Most of them most of the women have been cheated on, and the majority, even though I don't want to just make all, this is not all. Please don't call checking me saying B level said
call and check
don't
his
check
ass,
me.
girls. Come on.
But I'm just speaking of the majority, okay?
Yeah.
And the majority of the time, most of the times, majority, the guy be the one, we be doing all the cheating. Is that fair to say?
That's fair to say.
Or no, let's say this: we get caught because women cheat, but their ass don't get caught.
No,
they don't get caught unless you my girl. P will catch you.
Yeah.
But
I'm still trying to figure that one out. But
I'm telling you, P be everywhere. That's another whole episode about Anthony P, and he be out. But the majority of the women, they cheat too. They just don't get caught, Andrea. Y'all be some cheating ass women too.
I don't know.
Y'all just don't get caught.
Well, I do think women are better at cheating. The ones that do, yes, they are better at it.
They're better at keeping secrets.
They are.
They're better at cheating. They move
Men are
differently.
lousy at cheating. They are lousy at cheating.
Now, what it is, the man that's cheating on you really don't care nothing about losing you.
Okay.
Well, that's why he's sloppy with it.
So there's a lot of men who are not sloppy. Men just don't know how to be consistent. So like your pattern gets off. And see, women understand patterns. So we just continue. That's
because he don't care. He know he the breadwinner and you depend on him. So if you depend on me, I should be able to cheat.
So we got already some people, Andrea. Look in your little comments while you get ready. I'll read them until you get up.
Okay.
Nick told y'all, said if y'all want to stop making. If they stop making hats, Anthony P would. What are you gonna do?
Who said that?
Nick told you. He said they stop making hats. What is Anthony P gonna?
Nick, if you didn't have what I got, which is that something else to ride with that, Nick. I ain't gonna say it. I take this hat off for you, man, and show you. I wet your panties up, but you ain't no.
No, Nick is a dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
He ain't no female, so I can't take my hat off of him. I don't want him, switching over.
Okay. All right.
If any female go on there right now and say, take your hat off, I'll take it off for you, baby.
Okay, y'all heard P.
Yeah. What Nick thought this was? He thought I got cancer or something?
Look. Nick also said he said, "Oh shit, he finna go in on me."
Nah,
He
I ain't
said,
gonna
"Oh
go in
shit,
on
he
you,
finna go in
dog.
on me."
You're a listener, man. I respect you.
Okay. Braylon said this question that had me to tune in. This question had me to tune in. Yolanda McDaniel will say they don't make it because the trust is gone. They don't make it because the trust is gone. Nick also said, I don't think it's possible to have a healthy relationship because it's always going to be in the back of each party's mind. They will also be that doubt. And when something happens, it will be brought up again and again. Nick, we're going to talk about that. I promise we're going to talk about that. Patricia Moreland is saying, I have stayed away after a man has had a baby. I have stayed after a man has had a baby.
That's your dumb
Huge mistake.
That's your dumb ass.
She says she stayed afterwards.
Because every time you see that baby, you thinking about, I wonder did he fuck the baby mama like he be fucking me.
Boy, we gonna put him out early.
I wonder when that I sucked that nigga dick. It was tasting all fishy.
Stop.
It was tasting fishy that night. I wonder what that
Stop.
bitch pussy on that nigga dick when it was tasting fishy.
Patricia Moreland said yes level. That's true. Let's see. Patricia also said, yes, we cheat. I have cheated and never got caught. Patricia, I know y'all be cheating on us. We just don't catch you. All right. But most of all men that have cheated on me has apologized. Yo-Yo said Anthony hasn't met the right one yet. Bring the breadwinner doesn't make an independent woman stay. Trust me. He said sleepy. The beard has been stacked up.
Yeah. Yes, Yo-Yo, you are right. He most definitely has not met the right one. Man. And Patricia, yes, you're right. And this is the thing. This is the thing. No, seriously, this is the thing, beloved. It usually doesn't make it because some of the men keep cheating. I read somewhere that it takes about a year. They said it takes a year to restore. It takes almost a year to restore with no additional cheating for the relationship.
So you're saying we have to act right after we've cheated. We have to act right a whole year to restore the relationship.
Correct.
For
things to kind of get back to the normal space. You have to create a safe space because you violated the safe space.
That sounds like a credit score. You gotta pay on time for a year to get your numbers back up.
This is what I want to ask everybody.
I hate his ass.
This is what I want to ask everybody. Why do you stay? Most time the cheating is repetitive, right? Yeah. And I'm not saying a guy or a girl. If you're cheating, you're cheating for a reason, right? I mean, you're cheating for a reason.
Well,
most times.
Yeah.
And most time, if you get away with it one time, the majority, I'm only speaking the majority of numbers. I'm not speaking everybody.
Yeah.
The cheating becomes repetitive. You become a serial cheater. Why do you stay? Why do women stay when they catch us cheating?
Most of the time, if the man is the breadwinner of the household, she gonna stay because she can't afford that lifestyle without him.
Fuck the breadwinner.
I'm just saying.
It has nothing to do with the breadwinner. You stay because of love.
Love. Damn some love.
No, but I'm telling you, that's why 90% of women stay. It has nothing to do with being a breadwinner. Because this is the thing. Half of the motherfuckers around here ain't got no money. That's number one. Number two, you may not, but I'm talking about these ones that don't. So money has nothing to do with anything. It really boils down to your household, you loving this person, you invested time, energy, how long y'all have been dealing with each other. Just kids.
Have you ever loved the fuck boy and he cheat on you? You stay with him?
Have I ever loved what?
Have you ever loved a fuck boy?
I don't know what a fuck boy is. Can you break that down for me?
And you stay with his ass after
Can you break that down for me? What is
a fuck boy? The nigga that stay at home while you go to work, drive your car, drop you off at work, and ask you for $20 worth of gas, put in the car so he can drive around, fuck some more bitches while you at work. Okay,
I probably had one of those when I was in my 20s, early 20s, and I didn't know.
That's still the same product though. That don't
Yeah. He cheated, and he cheated. I had children with him, and I loved him, and I stayed with him.
Are you talking about your baby daddy on there?
Mm-hmm. I was my first one. That was my first one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell him because he acts so damn.
Yeah. Please don't call Andrea baby daddy and tell him, please.
But see,
that was a mistake. That was a recall. We
We gonna
live,
have
so
to-
we can't
we
take
got
it
to-
back.
we
It's
got-
live.
but see,
We gonna mute that out.
then we get with us. You can't just demand us to do better than what he did.
Yes, you can, because when you know better, you do better.
No.
And most definitely demands better.
If you coming to me, baby, that's the same product that you gave him. If he got away with it, I should be able to get away with it. You ain't got no pussy transplant. You ain't got no brain transplant. That's the same pussy you gave that nigga you getting me.
You say you ain't had no what?
Pussy transplant. So that's the same pussy you gave him. He got away with cheating on. I should be able
We've
to
been
get away
had
with
some
cheating.
rejuvenating and some other
This is
things
equal
that went on
opportunity,
by that time.
equal opportunity pussy and dick meeting over here, baby.
So listen, let me read some of this comment. Tam said, Anthony, not true. Tam, explain what you're saying that's not true, because we're a little delayed. Tam also said, true, Andrea. Explain that. Patricia said, and we still might get with your friend. Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to make sure I'm the best option.
Oh, boy. Nick told you said most people stay to get their lick back. Do you
I don't
agree
with that.
Nah,
He said most people stay
No.
to get their licks back. Brandon Heyman is saying that's true. I feel as if you forgive me, you got to forgive the thought or the feeling every time that it comes up.
That's true.
How you say you forgive me, but you continue to dwell on it.
That's true, Braylon.
Patricia Moreland said, we think like y'all. I don't know what that means.
I don't know who y'all is.
Yo-Yo said, say it, Andrea. Tam said, not true, Anthony. Tam, I don't know what you're saying. Not true. You need to expound on that so we can say what he's not true. Patricia saying, I was the breadwinner. When I got tired, he lost it all, period. Braylon said, my lady said women don't want to keep starting all over, so they choose to stay. I think that.
That's true.
Now, I think that they stay because they don't want to go through this whole single and dating process again.
And then who's to say you're gonna get something better? And then you might
You
not
know
have
the
the
devil
same.
you got.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're gonna have still issues with the next person. It's just when they can't get it right, we decide. Okay,
well, I shouldn't have to hear that shit no more. Time I know my worth. No, you don't. You fucking with this nigga over here. He ain't doing shit for you. He getting the pussy, getting your STD, fucking your homegirl. Then you want to come to a boss like me? I know my worth.
Yeah,
nah, you don't know your worth, baby.
Tony L. Dixon is saying, "Love where this where it says love where was the love when he was love? Where was the love when he was giving his to someone else? I'm glad I'm an independent woman." Is what Tony L. Dixon
all
is
right,
saying.
Tony.
I'd rather have respect than love. Fuck some love.
Explain that love and respect.
I mean, love, respect. You know, you be like, nah, I ain't gonna do him like this because I respect him as a man. I respect this. You operate off your feelings. That's love. Nah, fuck that. Give me respect, baby. Respect me.
So you saying you don't want a woman to love you? You want her to respect you?
Respect me, baby. Damn the love. Love can lead any day. You can wake up tomorrow and don't love a nigga no more.
Nick told you so. Said women stay to get their lick back. It makes them feel better. Alicia King, what up, girl? Yo-Yo said, you think they will do better until they lying ass cheat again. That's when it's time to go. Patricia said, level, I am keeping it 100. Patricia, now listen, you know what? I was not going to open request line up really, really early, but Patricia, if you're listening, you had a lot to say on my comment. Please call me. I want to have some. You have never called our information line. The phone number is down there in right under that question, Patricia, 501-650-9726. I'd like to have some conversation with you, Patricia. All right. Keena Phillips Parker saying forgiving is one of the things, forgetting is another. So you can forget, but you can't forgive.
Baby, I ain't worth you going to hell. For me, shit, you need to forget and forget.
Can I call a name? Patricia, call us, Patricia. Call us. Don Foote says women is more complex.
Don, what's that?
A mirror of you. If you can cheat once, she half cheated twice. Not staying the intercourse. Alicia King said respect over love.
Appreciate it.
Now that doesn't make sense to me, but all right.
Who's that?
Alicia King is saying respect over love. That don't make no sense over me.
Alicia King, look up both the words and look at the definition of them. I guarantee you pick their respect over love.
Patricia, 501-650-9726. 501-650-9726. Alicia, I know you want to call 501-650-9726. Let's talk about this respect over love, Alicia. 501-650-9726. I'm opening the information line up. If you guys want to talk about it, why do people stay? The majority of the time, the cheating is repetitive. If they feel like they can cheat on you and get away with it, a small percentage of the people, and here it is again, This right here tells us that 80% of the people break up. All right. It doesn't work. But my argument is that they don't break up when they catch you cheating. They stay in. And I guess like Yo-Yo said, after you keep cheating and you keep cheating and you keep cheating, that's when they leave. That's when they leave. So,
But why they keep cheating?
I think that's the number one question. What Anthony just
why
said.
are they cheating?
Why are they cheating? Because people
That's
do not
easy.
get not every. It's maybe easy for you, but some people don't get to the bottom of what is causing the cheating. It's like, just don't do that no more. You just better not do that no more. Why?
All the players, let's tell it right where it is right now while we keep on cheating. They say ain't nothing better than pussy but new pussy. New pussy.
Mute his mic.
But Anthony, that's true.
That's true.
That is not true. You can have
Andrea.
so much pussy if
that
there's
is
no
true.
emotion
y'all
to
be
it.
thinking y'all
That is
pussy
true.
the same.
Now
Everybody
y'all
not
be
the
thinking
same.
Anthony P be off the wall sometimes. He be on some stuff sometimes.
Everybody
He be on some
same.
stuff.
Some people pussy fat. Some people pussy flat.
Oh my
Some people
God!
got long
Stop
lips,
it!
Now,
long
Chris-
lips. I'm just telling you the difference.
Chris Webb said I cheat back. So I always remember that. That's what Webb
Chris
said.
Webb, you ain't got the best option out there. So, shit, you only cheating back on them simps, on niggas that let you cheat on
Ronald
them.
Hollis Jr. said sharing to barbers, cosmetologists, estheticians, and massage therapists. Tax pro. I don't know what that means. Patricia saying vice versa. Nick saying Chris Webb, that's what I said. Women stay to get their lick back. Now, this is what I want to say, right? I'm asking the question, how can you make it after infidelity? You want to know my ways that you can make? Let me put this up here.
Oh, you got some
Now,
ways?
I got some ways. These are 5 ways that B-Level says that you can make it after infidelity. Now, I'm gonna put them up here. You want to hear it?
Yeah,
I'm gonna put it up here.
Let me be
Now,
quiet.
this is
I'm
broken
listening.
down in 2 parts.
First of all, I need to find out, like, because we got 2 men on this show,
I'm listening.
right? And I'm trying to understand. So, you are giving advice on how to make it after. And has he even ever over across the hall even had a girlfriend
Oh,
P.
who?
to even try to make some?
baby. So what you got to look at it like this, man? I'm a 2095 nigga. We ain't even out here. I'm the first option. I'm the first one out here, baby. So I ain't.
Mute the mic.
Yeah.
I'm
my
saying,
guy.
him.
I gotta let him pop his shit.
Come on,
I
talk.
gotta let
I'm a
P pop his shit.
2095 nigga. We ain't even out here. I'm the first demo, baby.
I don't want to test
See,
drive
I'm
that.
just telling you.
I do not want
I'm
no
just telling
test
you,
driving
baby.
of
When I
that,
put every
honey.
nigga in your phone out of business.
No, I don't think so.
Every nigga in your phone. I had you going home telling your baby, I think I found who Pope been your daddy.
Lord Jesus. All right, let's get back on the okay. I got 5 ways that you can make it, and I've broken it down to the forgiver, the person who has been cheated on, and those 5 things are different for the cheater. So let's talk about the forgiver first. All right. Let me put this up here. Look at Andrea. She's looking at it.
What scripture is?
Here's a forgiver. Now, a couple of these things, let me see if I can put our faces up here while we talk. All right, a couple of these things on the forgiver thing, all right?
Yeah.
A couple of these things are duplicated on the forgiver and the cheater. 5 things you have to do in order to have a healthy relationship after infidelity. The first thing you have to do, Andrea, is for the forgiver. If I cheated on you, this is what you have to do. You have to be patient, the victim. You have to be patient and understanding. It does not change overnight. The majority of the time when you're cheating, you've cheated for a while before you get caught.
Yeah.
So women or fellas need to know that if you catch your person cheating, you have to be patient and understanding, because the cheating is not going to stop overnight, because it didn't happen overnight.
Man, that's if he ain't the best option. Nigga like me, hey, God didn't make no shortage of women out here. I'm telling you, I can leave a good girl today and find another one 3 out of 5.
That's a lie, though.
Find another good man,
or he would
1
have
out of
one.
40. The first
He
one
would be
somebody
married
else
right
husband. You just
now.
ain't gonna
if
know
he
it yet.
had-
Now-
so let's get back to the question. So he said being patient. So that means, ladies, that means you cannot bring it up every 5 minutes. That means if they walk out the door, you cannot be like, where you going? Did you cheat? Who is you with? Well, you didn't answer your phone.
That's the next bullet point. Set boundaries and expectations. So if you are the forgiver, you have to set some boundaries of what you will accept in the future. I'm not going to accept the cheating. You're going to have to answer your phone when you call. Yada, yada, yada. You might have to share your location.
Don't get no iPhone players.
You might have to set some boundaries.
Don't get no iPhone
I
And
love
players.
expectations is important.
You ain't
love
sharing no
If you
location.
catch them cheating, first of all, you got to be patient and understanding.
We ain't doing no FaceTime.
Number two, you have to set boundaries and expectation.
Yeah.
Number three, and I got this from Tamala McElroy.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Have a short memory. You got to have a short memory. You can't bring the shit up every time you mad at them. You're cheating ass, yada, yada, yada. Or you cheating. Have a short memory. There's a reason, Andrea, that the windshield is big and the review mirror is small.
I understand.
Spend your time looking forward,
and not backwards.
not backwards.
I get it.
So you have
Great
to,
point.
number three,
Great point.
have to have a short memory. Number four, you have to work on filling your cup and doing what you need to be the best version of you. Oftentimes, I'm talking to a lot of the women.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, women pour themselves into us.
They do.
I've heard so many times, I've lost myself in you.
Right.
You have to, after infidelity, you have to work on making you happy. Work on, oftentimes, we leave y'all broken. We leave y'all not whole. Vice versa. Women, when you cheat on guys, you leave them broken. You leave them not whole. You need to work on repairing you. Get your confidence back, your swag back. How many times have you often heard, I've lost myself in you. I've lost all confidence. You start thinking something wrong with you because some dog motherfucker cheated on you. Work on you. That's
And
number four. Go ahead.
let me add something to that. And y'all got to remember too, ladies, men are hunters. They're hunters by nature. And so if you don't give them anything to hunt, it is what it is. And so yes, get on, like he's saying, get on your shit, get your
baby,
body
you ain't gotta
back
worry
together, get back in the
Right.
You ain't gotta worry about
gym,
that.
start acting, ignoring the calls, do
Mm-mm.
not make yourself available.
We ain't gonna say all that.
Yeah,
I didn't say all that,
Yes,
Andrea.
yes, you do. You need to not make yourself so
Well, put it like this.
available.
You
That's how you lost yourself in that person, because you were so available and everything
You
was
poured
about
into
them.
him.
You poured
You
everything.
ain't gotta worry about me cheating on you, baby. Because anytime I'm cheating with you, baby. I'm gonna bring that bitch home. We're gonna cheat together on each other. Goddamn it, that's what we're gonna do. So you ain't gotta worry about me cheating on you, baby. Unless I'm cheating with you.
Last but not least, don't blame yourself for their infidelity. Don't say, I know I wasn't sleeping with you, so you giving them. Do not blame yourself for somebody else cheating on you. Don't blame yourself. Now, that's for the forgiver.
Yeah.
All right. I have something for the cheater. Now, I know this way too often, right?
Yeah.
This cheating
You
thing.
ain't gotta look at this script, huh? You ain't gotta look at it. You know that by heart, huh?
What was your problem? Now, I want to go away before you answer this question. I want to ask you, why did you cheat so much?
Well,
You can't tell the whole
it was
housewife.
repetitive, right? It was just repetitive nature. I got success very young, fast.
Right.
I got into a lot of money, got into a lot of popularity, and money and popularity, you know what comes next, right?
Yeah.
Bitches come next.
You ain't
Right.
the only bitch want that nigga. That's what you
No,
understand.
and I'm being real. I had success really early.
Yeah.
And so I could write my ticket. And I think one of the one reasons why I did it so much is there weren't any consequences to me cheating.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
mean, if I got to be truthful and transparent, there wasn't any true consequences
So
to me
nobody
cheating.
nobody never tapped that ass.
Well, they never tapped, and what were they gonna go to?
Yeah,
I mean, who was they? They gonna leave me and go to where?
Think about it. When you
Bill
best
Clinton
option,
he was taken.
when you was
who else the fuck were they gonna have?
yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? President Obama had
my
Michelle.
goodness.
Where are they gonna go?
When you the best option, baby. You ain't the only one want that man.
Yeah, but this is the thing. Like, at the end of the day, like, what is that still? Like, y'all just be. Go ahead. Go ahead with it.
I'm just I keep
Y'all
on
just sharing
talking.
yourselves with
All
everybody.
right.
I don't even want a man who share himself like just like
Baby,
that.
And it can be unattractive in your grown age.
Yeah,
now.
that's true. That's
when
true.
you were 22,
you didn't give a damn.
23,
Yeah, you be like,
24,
ooh, everybody want that.
you wanted to fight over your man.
Man.
Kinda,
You
yeah.
wanted to beef
You
with a
did.
chick
You
over your
did.
man
You
when
did.
you was 22,
If you only fuck 1 or 2
25.
hoes in your whole life, you ain't worth being married to. You
So-
ain't worth being married to.
For the cheaters,
Let's do
some
what
of
the
these
cheaters-
things will duplicate it. I put the same thing as number one. Be willing, and this is the most just blatant important part that I never could get right. Be willing to answer all of the questions
I ain't doing it
from the forgiver. I couldn't do it either, P. I couldn't do it. Hold on.
I ain't doing that.
So they wanted to know when you fuck her.
Yeah.
How many times you fuck her?
Where did you meet
Was
this
it
bitch
good?
at?
Yeah.
Did you give us some head?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yes, that most definitely.
Did you give us some head?
Did you take her by your folks' house?
Did you kiss her? Did your
How
family
much do you
meet
like
her?
her?
Are you in love?
Did you
with
give her
her?
some money?
How many times you fuck her?
Yeah.
Where you fuck her at?
Yeah.
Was her stuff good? Was her head good?
You be that motherfucker.
You have got to answer. Now, fellas, I know that this is hard because it was hard for me, Andrea.
Yeah.
I was not able to answer all of the questions because really and truly, I really thought answering the questions would hurt you more.
It does.
You know, if I was to be truthful and the person that I cheat on asked me, was it good? And it was good. I can't tell her that it was
Right.
It was good nasty.
It was good.
Baby.
Like if they ask how many times you cheated and I cheated 55 times, I can't tell her 55
you fucking
times.
this bitch the whole time we've been together, huh?
That's it.
Now you done incriminate yourself. No.
You have to be willing, fellas or ladies, if you get caught cheating, here's rule number 1. You have to be willing to answer all of the questions from the forgiver.
Yeah,
I was not able to be successful in doing
like she the
that.
police.
Number 2, you have to be willing to over communicate. Baby, I'm going to play some poker. Then when I leave to go play some poker, I'm gonna go by GG's. Then me and Anthony P gonna go hang out. You have to be willing to over communicate your whereabouts. You are working on building his or her trust.
Now you're a slave.
So you're a slave. You're basically a slave.
No.
You are basically a slave.
And then too, there's a difference between
don't stop it coming going away to F&P. You said your ass was going straight to F&P house.
But there is a difference between being honest and being transparent. Transparency is to do that. It's to say, yes, I'm gonna stop by the gas station and I'm headed home. You know, it's just tell us.
Was it the bitch at the gas station? Who's that bitch on pump 2?
So that's number 2. Number 3 is the same thing that I put as the forgiver. You have to be patient and understanding. The same thing goes for you. There are going to be some good days in this shit, and there are going to be some bad days in this shit. You might go a month of having no problems at the house. Then you're going to go 2 weeks, or she got a motherfucking attitude about something that she never really got over. You never got over me cheating. You said you were over it. You bring the shit up all the time. I don't believe, Andrea, and this is my definition, I don't believe that true forgiveness, if you truly forgive somebody, you don't have to bring it up. Some people say, well, that's not forgiveness. I just believe that true forgiveness is when you truly forgive somebody for doing something, you don't bring it up all the time. What do you think about that? Oh, damn. It's Tam. It's Tam.
That is
Tam. Hold a second. Okay. Oh, God. Tam, you there?
Hey.
Okay, hold on a second, Tam. Let me read these 2 things and then we're going to come to you. Do you believe, Andrea, that true forgiveness means that you do not, and Tam, you could chime into this. Do you believe that true forgiveness, if I truly forgive you for something, I don't have to keep bringing it up?
That's true. If it's true forgiveness, you don't bring it up. If it's true forgiveness, you don't say, I don't have to forget it. If it's true forgiveness, it's true forgiveness. And
right.
they don't work. They don't work. People be like, I can forgive you, but I don't have to forgive it. I don't. It's erased. It's
women,
like it never
stop
happened.
saying you forgive us and you bringing it up. Stop saying it. Don't say it anymore. I don't want to hear it no more, fellas. If your woman tell you she forgives you and she bring it up, do not believe that shit.
But it depends on how she's bringing it up. Because if y'all are talking about it and she brings it up, because some things can be triggers for people. And it reminds them, like if me and you sit up and we having a conversation and I say, well, you know, I feel like this because there was infidelity. It doesn't mean that I didn't forgive you. So it just depends on if it's being thrown in your face, like, motherfucker, you cheated on me every 5 minutes, every time y'all get into it, she's mad about it. Then yes, she has not forgiven you. If she's talking about it, it could be triggers. It could be.
All right, Tam, what do you think? Do you think true forgiveness, you don't have to bring it up?
Oh, no. Yes, I agree with Andrea.
Okay.
Everything that she just said. Everything that she just said.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to pause and let
That's
you say your
something.
comment. Go ahead.
No, did you finish that point?
No, okay. So you want me to finish the other two? Okay.
No, I want you to finish everything you got.
Okay. I got two more. All right. Number 4, set boundaries and expectations. What I say by boundaries for the cheater, you said, how the cheater gonna get some damn boundaries? You also have to set boundaries that if I'm going to stay and you're going to stay in this, I don't want to hear the shit. That's a boundary that you have to set. If you've been caught cheating and she says, I want to work on it, I want to say, I think it's very fair for even the cheater to set his boundaries. Do you agree with that, Andrea?
No.
Anthony?
That's why I'm about to trade your ass on in, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Even
But I
the
have to tell
offender
you
and the
why.
cheater has
I have to tell
boundaries,
you why.
Andrea.
Wait a minute, I have to tell you why. The only reason I tell you why is because it's like this. It's like if somebody take a belt and whoop you, and then after they whoop you, they say, now, you know, your mom will whoop your ass and be like, and say, shut up. Like, you have to give people a little time to digest what has happened. You can't just tell people, and I'm not, wait. It does say be patient,
Thank
but
you.
I'm saying
Thank you.
the boundaries do need to be said. You know what? When we get to this place, we're not going to discuss that anymore, but you can't expect people when they do it. Let's say you cheated this week, and let's say we had this conversation 2 months from now, and I said, okay, I'm forgiving you. And then, you know, we get into some kind of argument and it's brought up. You can't expect people to not say anything about it.
So I think there is some balance. I think there is a balance and a reasonable amount of time that some persons should allow that.
That's it.
But after some
because they
time,
should have some time to get over the bruise.
No.
there is some a reasonable amount of time
No.
that you give a person to give up what they can't bring up. Let me get this last point, and then we're gonna go to Tam.
My
last point, I'm gonna ask Tam, and then my last point, which I never was able to get this one. All right. One of the main reasons is you have to acknowledge the reason you cheated. I never could acknowledge, other than today, why I cheated. Cheaters, you have to be willing to tell your partner why you cheated. What do you say,
Because he love pussy. That's why, you know, that's the only problem I have with God. I'm like, man, I'll get married right now, Lord. You start making these fine bitches. I promise God, boy. Stop making them, Lord. Make me one for me and don't make no more.
So, cheaters, if you get caught cheating, 2 important things is you have to be willing to answer all of the questions, which is always been a challenge for me.
Yeah.
You have to be patient. You have to be patient and understanding. You have to set boundaries and expectations. And then last but not least, you need to acknowledge the reason you cheated. Now, let me make sure real quick, because I know Tam's getting ready to go in. We have a lot of responses here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see if I'm gonna get them in here. I wouldn't agree. Okay. Let me go back up here. Marcia is saying discussing something and throwing it up in your face is a huge difference. So she's saying talking about it and throwing it in your face is a difference.
That's what
Monica Talbert said, hell no. Marcia said you can stay and not forgive. Most stay because they don't want the other person to win. I'm with that, Marcia. I agree with that. Patricia saying that's always thrown out the window. K. Michelle is saying a psychologist wouldn't even agree with that. K. What are you saying that a psychiatrist would not agree? I think you're arguing the fact that if you forgive, that means true forgiveness means that you don't have to bring it up. I think she's arguing that fact. Expound on that, K. What you're saying a psychiatrist wouldn't agree. Marcia is saying I have the right to digest, process, and express the hurt that you've caused.
Not according to your God.
Yo is saying, especially when you are a person in the spotlight, someone everyone knows, then it becomes a scene of embarrassment. That's the worst part. People knowing your business before you do, which is a big other part. If a lot of people didn't know about your cheating, it's better for the forgiver.
Yeah.
Why does that have anything to do if you cheated on? You got cheated on. Why is if it's public knowledge, it makes it worse?
Because it's you've been humiliated.
Yeah,
It's a layer. There's one thing that you cheated. Now I'm embarrassed. Now you got a baby. Now I got to look at it's like all of your dirty shit is out here in the open. It's not, you didn't go in the closet and do it and kept it in the closet.
We try to stay out of the closet.
And now you're a public
we try to stay literally. We try to stay out of the closet.
Out the room.
We're gonna stay out the closet.
Okay.
Tam, what you want to talk about, baby girl?
Woo, y'all got a whole lot of shit on the table. Where do I want to go first?
Where you want to go, Tam? Where you want to go?
I want to start this question at the initial beginning. And what I mean by that is when you go into a committed relationship with anyone, what is the goal?
To stay together.
What is the goal?
To stay together.
Stay committed.
Your goal is my person. I want to be with him or her until they do us part. I mean,
that's when you're
I'm
married.
Just saying,
when we just fucking, I'm just fucking until I find no.
Okay, we ain't talking about fuck. We ain't talking about fuck.
Okay.
We ain't talking about fuck. The dog fuck, everybody fuck. We're not from the lowest vibration.
Right.
Everybody can fuck. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about the goal. The goal is when you get with somebody that is intentionally your person, you're trying to be with them forever.
Right.
Now, when you look at relationships that span over 30, 40, 50 years, guess what, y'all? You might be with somebody. If you look at anybody older, you can look to as a beacon or an example. They've been together 50 years. With some people that have been together for decade after decade or whatever. That's just a round number. 30 years or whatever.
And that nigga got 5 kids too down the street. Grandma don't know about.
Hold up. Okay, we'll talk about that too in a second. Baby, I got a story about that. One in my shower right now.
Somebody in the shower?
Right now.
Oh, okay.
No, my baby.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about. We'll get to that. Get to that.
Tam, are you talking to us on speakerphone?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Do I need to
take it off speaker. It's breaking up. Yeah, put
it on your mouth.
Hold on. Let me take.
What you say, P?
Put it on your mouth.
P, what you say?
Put that phone on your mouth.
What I'm saying is this. Let's go with reality. If you're with somebody, 30, 40, 50 years, 5 of them years, 10 of them years, 15 of them years might not be the best years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're going to have these things that you're talking about.
Right.
If the goal is to be together, and guess what? We're talking a lot of infidelity, but there are a whole lot of things on this part of stew. You know what I'm saying? Apart from just infidelity, we're just talking about things that come up against a relationship. Right? Are we not? Okay. So I'm saying that to say, if you're with somebody 30, 40, 50 years, I think it's safe to say in those 30, 40, 50 years, you're going to come up against probably some infidelity. All kinds of things. You could throw it all in there. You could throw in toxicity. You could throw in unemployment. You throw in some addiction. You could throw in it's all kind of stuff that go into relationship. The question is, what are you willing to do to come up against these things to make sure you reach the goal? Be together.
Okay.
And that varies from person to person.
Right.
Now, when y'all first start talking about this stuff or whatever, somebody said something about, a child, and I heard Anthony say, and Anthony, I love you to death. I love you to death. I do. My ex, baby, a stork bought a baby on the goddamn front porch.
Yeah.
That part right there.
So your ex had a
11
baby?
months old, hell yeah.
Okay.
11 months old. She 22 in my shower right now.
How she look?
Fine as hell.
Hey, we're going to put me on the
part.
You know what I'm saying? We can go
the hell no. Baby. That one right there. Hell no.
So what you're saying, Tam, is not only was there infidelity, you had some aftermath of the cheating, which came to whole baby.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this, Tam. Let me ask you this. Did you stay? Did you stay with the person after you had a baby?
Yeah.
You stayed.
Hell yeah.
He was paying all them bills, wasn't he? He paying them bills, wasn't he?
Baby, it wasn't even about that.
Yeah, the good
It wasn't
deal.
about that.
Yeah, the good
No,
deal.
wasn't about that. We're going to stay out the realm of that.
No,
Okay.
you
That
gotta
is
give us something,
external.
Tam. You gotta give us something. You can't just say I
I'm finna
stay.
give you some.
Okay, I'm listening.
No, I'm finna give you some. I'm finna give you something. Something I'm finna give you is as much as he came with that vitriolic side.
Yeah.
This somebody, you know what I'm saying, that invested in me, believed in me, we created something. You know, in other words, it's always a yin yang.
Mm.
And this is from person to person. You have to lead and spit out the bones and discern what you can deal with, what you can't deal with.
Yeah.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that varies person to person. There is no right or wrong situation. You as an individual, because guess what? What may be something major to me might be as major to someone else.
Right.
All that shit, you know, kind of goes around the bend. But if the goal, you know what I mean, is to be into a situation, trying to create, create a legacy, create a relationship. Because guess what? I'm going to come up against everybody.
Well, Tam, let me ask
Don't
you.
matter what the relationship is.
Let me ask you real quick, Tam, so we can get to the next question. You stayed after a baby was had on you, right?
Yeah.
Eventually, you left. Eventually, correct? How long did you stay after the baby?
2002. I left in 23. So 21 years.
And why did you leave 21 years
I'm
when you
finna fuck
could have
your
left
whole
the
head
big?
up on this.
Okay.
I'm finna fuck your whole head. This is what I mean when I say.
Give us a short answer, Tam. The short answer. The
Fuck
short
my
answer.
head up. Fuck my head up.
Come
Yeah,
on,
short
with it,
answer, because
Tam.
we got some comments we gotta get to.
No, short answer is that was a huge thing to me. And the reason why a huge thing to me is because before I got with him, I wanted a child, but was not able to have.
Oh,
So it was a blessing, basically.
So are you able
It
to
was
have
a
one
blessing to me. And we were not married at the time. It was early on in the relationship.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Real early on in the relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Okay, so it wasn't a thing that was so desperate to me as it may have been to somebody else.
Yeah.
But the thing that I left for may not have been something real big to somebody else as it was to me.
Right. Whenever you left. Yeah.
Right. So, all this shit is individually based. But at the end of the day, the goal is to be with somebody for as long as you can be, build something, all that. You know what I mean? And if you're with some 10, 15, 20, 30 years, there are going to be several years where you ain't finna be happy.
Right.
Everything going to be rainbows and unicorns.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that different type of stuff. And you take what you can and not make it, hear the word humiliation, embarrassment, stuff like that. But guess what? I didn't give a fuck. Whatever I did out here in the street didn't never fucking embarrass me. Well, you the motherfucker out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That shit never embarrassed me.
Yeah.
Right.
It never did.
Gotcha, Tam.
It never did.
Gotcha. Well, baby, I appreciate you calling in, Tam.
All right.
All right, let's read some comments. Yo-Yo said, Anthony, I want you to meet a bitch like Brandy on a thin line between love and hate.
I need to meet a bitch like you. Where your ass at?
Marcy said, it's the embarrassment women can't take. Marcy also said, I never talked when I helped men cheat. The men told on themselves, is what she said. Marcy also said, older men cheat more respectively.
Oh, what the hell is respectively?
That's what Marcy said.
Give me an example of older men cheating respectively.
Yeah, I heard that. Marcy said, give him some example. Marcy also said, Grandma knew about him cheating too. Marcy said, she's full of. She said, not knowing how to converse. Not knowing how to converse with your mate is sometimes just as hurtful as cheating.
And old men didn't have to worry about no fucking child support back then either.
So those were my 5 things. Those were just B-level things. Do you agree with them, Andrea? You got to be honest. You got to be willing to answer all of the questions. You got to be patient. Those were the things that I thought, the 5 things of how you make it after infidelity.
Those are great.
Let's go on to the next question. I think we spent a long time on this question. Let's go to the next question. And the next question is it possible to be friends with an ex, a platonic friendship with somebody that you were in a relationship? Andrea, can you be platonic friends with somebody you've been in a relationship with? Is that a challenge for you?
It's not. It's most definitely not. I think that for me, the children's fathers are probably my hardest one, but my other relationships, I still can go by and say hi to their moms. Like, I still talk with some of their sisters. Like, we just, we decided that it wasn't working out, but that didn't mean that we weren't good friends, because we did. Usually those relationships that I've been in, I've added some value to their lives and they've added some to mine. So we can do that.
So you telling me you still go around this dude and you got a dude? Or they got a girl?
No, that's not what I said.
Then, yeah.
That's not. I didn't say the dude. I said his mom.
I know.
I said I could still
we
go.
said, can you still be friends with him?
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Yes, you do believe that you can be somebody's friends
without going around
somebody
them.
that you've had a relationship with.
As long as you ain't got no man. Because if you got a man, I'm gonna shut all this shit down.
Yes.
That might be a problem though, Andrea, if you had a man to be cool with your ex.
Ain't no homeboy.
To be cool, or you mean like going around, like?
I guess I said relationship.
Friends,
and here's the deal. I'm trying. I think now, my ex and I are just starting to try to work on a relationship. It was tough.
Right.
It was really, really tough at the beginning. She couldn't stand me. I ain't never had no problem, but she just couldn't stand me. But after I didn't change, I stayed who I was. It changed. So right now is the best relationship that I've had with her since we divorced. We have a great relationship.
You ain't getting on that pussy no more. Be real, nigga. Be real, nigga.
And that's a big case. When you stop, you gotta stop sticking.
You gotta stop licking and sticking.
You gotta stop doing that.
Stop licking and sticking. You can be friends.
But now, Andrea, and I think that the singleness have run its course. She's dated a couple of people. I've dated a person that didn't work, and so right now we're in our best phase. We can go to basketball games. We can talk,
coexist.
We can coexist. But it took 2 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been 2 years for us now just getting to a point where we can be cool. I mean, some of the shit she did, I'm, like, I ain't fucking with it. I ain't want to talk.
If she ever try to give you some more of that pussy, tell her no, because it's going to go back like it was.
And let me just say this too. And I think, I do think it takes a lot of maturity, because like my husband had a child's mother and we didn't like each other at first. But then when we decided that we were going to be okay with each other, she would fly into Dallas. I would have my husband to pick her up.
Hold on.
She would come to our house.
Why would you not like her? Why would you not like her? She was before you, right?
She was before me, but there was a lot of issues that, like, she had heard this, she had heard this. She had all of these issues. And, I just, got with her one day and I was like, look, it's not that serious. Let's start over, blah, blah, blah. We started over. And at the end of the day, we got to a place where her and my husband were friends. Like, they had children together. And when she came in, she had her husband with her. They stayed at our home. She could come. I know, I'm serious. Like, and that it takes some real grown folk shit to be like that.
Type shit.
No, because it wasn't no swinging. It wasn't no good.
Right.
It wasn't none of that.
I got some statistics. Read those statistics, Andrea, about big.
According to various studies.
You got to be on the mic. Got to be a mic too. Put it. Can't read it
bigger.
Let me see.
I think I could. So
I'm gonna give it to you on the phone. You can read it. Okay. I got it. I had the transfer right here. Let's see.
Okay, good.
There it is right there.
Okay, according to various studies, only a relatively small percentage of couples are able to maintain a true friendship after a romantic relationship ends. The estimates range around 20% of people reporting that they remain friends with an ex, while many others may only stay on speaking terms. So maybe speaking terms and being friends are two different things.
Yeah, it is.
That is two different things. Being on speaking terms, and so I don't know that now that you talk about it. I mean, my ex and I are on speaking terms.
Yeah, y'all ain't friends. Y'all on speaking terms.
I mean, I would say now we're getting to a point where we're friends.
Socials.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think we're getting to a point where. But
so okay, let's find out. Let's find out. That's what we're gonna do. If she called you 11 o'clock at night, say, "Hey, B-lover, I normally don't do this shit, but I'm horny at night. Come through and get some of this pussy." You gonna leave and go over there? You gonna leave and go over there?
Because I understand that open up other avenues.
I know like pussy. He going, nigga.
That open up different avenues. So now I don't want none of that, P. I don't even want to have that because I do understand.
Yeah.
You cannot, you cannot stick no dick to her.
Nope.
I promise you.
Because in her mind, we together, nigga. You my boyfriend again.
You can't do that. All right, so let's go on to our next question. I think that's self-explanatory. Our next question, I think, is a big topic, is right here. And it says, should you disclose your sexual history to your partner?
They're like, how many partners you done had? I mean,
so this is a big thing. Fellas, ladies, if you like me, I think women lie about the number of men that they sleep with. My thing is, if a woman tells me 3, I multiply it by 3. It's really 9.
Yeah.
If she said 5, she done slept with 15 people. Women lie all the time about their sexual partners because y'all don't want to be seen as a garden tool.
I ain't asking that dumb ass question. You know
I don't either. I don't either because they're going to lie.
Yeah,
I swear.
I'm trying to be the best one. You know what I'm saying, baby? You have 15, baby. I'm going to make sure I be the best one. You know, when I get over down there, I'm thinking about all them niggas. I'm knocking them out of the box, baby.
Andrea, do you disclose that to your partner, what your sexual history is?
I don't think that you should disclose that with your partner. However, I do think that you should disclose certain individuals. I do.
Meaning?
It depends on, so like, for example, if your sexual partner asks you, have you been with this person? Or is it somebody that they've been around or somebody that they work with or come in contact with? I think that you should disclose those things. But as far as, and you're right. If it's somebody who's really before you, it really shouldn't matter. But I do think that, like, I would want to know if you've been with one of my friends.
Hell no. She ain't tell you when I was fucking her. I ain't tell you why I ain't fucking her.
But I wasn't fucking you then.
I agree with that. I mean, I don't want you to be. She should have told you then. But no, I don't want my woman to be around somebody that I didn't smash. Because oftentimes, and me and my ex would be out, I'll say, baby, I used to fuck with her.
Yes,
because you don't want.
Oh yeah.
You don't want them being in their face.
Yeah.
You know
or
what I'm saying?
She the only person that don't know that y'all done been.
Now that's when you already with her. Now if you ask them in the beginning, you ain't gonna tell her.
Well, we talking about the beginning.
What do you mean?
Like say if you just met her ass, right? And y'all go on the first date.
Right? No.
You see the bitch you fuck right there at the bar. You gonna say, "I used to fuck with her." You ain't gonna say that shit. No.
But I'm saying when you get to a point of established, y'all what? Messing
exclusive.
with each other, y'all exclusive.
Yeah, that's different.
If I'm out and I see somebody, or I know they're coming in contact with somebody that I've had some sexual activity with, I'm gonna say, hey, babe, so and so, used to fuck with her back in the day. We cool. I'm gonna kind of put her up on game because the worst thing, vice versa, females, if you have been with one of our partners, right? If you have been with somebody that I come in contact with every day, go ahead and tell it. You ain't got to tell everybody.
Yeah. Tell me after you give me the pussy, though. Don't tell me before you get it.
No, you need to know.
You don't want it out.
No, I just need to go and get it, bro. I don't spend all this money taking your ass out to eat shit.
You
buying roses, buying strawberries. I need to get that pussy, but I need to get back my investment.
Oh, my God.
For real, I can't just, hell no.
So yeah, I think it's important for you to be honest. Now I'm kind of like P. I don't even need to know. I don't even need to know all of that. In fact, if it's somebody that I ain't gonna come in contact with and ain't in my circle, I don't even want to know your whole facts. I don't want to know your whole facts. I wouldn't care
if you was a prostitute.
Keep that to yourself. I don't even think that has any relevance to me, especially if you did that before me.
Yeah.
Whatever you did before me, I don't really care. I don't really want to know. I do think that if you've been with one of my partners, I want to know, just because, hey, I just need to know that, hey, one of the partners then smashed my gal. But I don't care to know.
That don't mean I ain't gonna fuck you though. That just mean you ain't gonna be my girl.
And can you be serious with somebody that your friend has been intimate with? Can you be serious with her, P?
If she
done smashed a homie.
Not if he's like in the 10th homie down the line and you talk to nigga.
What if I fuck a P?
Oh hell no! I'm gonna still get the pussy though, but then you ain't gonna be my girl.
But you cannot be, if the homie smashed her, you can't be cool.
I can't be serious.
I don't think. I think, Andrea, if my homie smashed her, I'm talking about like my partner.
Yeah.
Like pea partner or a cream or somebody that's my partner. Now, if I just know them and hey, how you doing? They weren't cool partners. I could
but so
do that.
you're telling me that like if you went out to this GG's and you and this girl, y'all end up having a one night stand, right?
Yeah. Okay, just hold that story. Let's answer the request line. Hold that story right there. All right, Unpacking the Baggage podcast. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Patricia.
Hey Patricia, damn, what took you so long to call?
Him like she a parole officer or some shit.
No, don't start.
We've been waiting on you, Patricia.
Look at here. Now, this is the topic.
Okay.
That I really wanted to, dive in on.
Okay, let me hear it. Let us hear it.
Okay. I don't think that it's you guys' business as far as men asking women about whole partners. But because most of us are from Pulaski County, or we live in Pulaski County. Pulaski County niggas and women are recycled goods.
They recycle women.
Yeah.
They recycle niggas.
They're recycled goods.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you really want to know? Because being homeboy 5 years ago. It's been my home girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know. But my rule of thumb is this. Circle. And I know that one of my homegirls done mess with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to touch him.
That's me either.
Yeah. But
you say you're not. Wait. You say you're not going to wait. I want to hear you. You say you're not going to tell it, or you're not going to touch him.
I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it because my girl been with you. I'm not going to do that.
Now, what if you find out after I done hit it already?
No, look, this is something. Me, I'm NBC, CS, ABC, Channel 10.
So she gonna find out what she's saying. She the news. She gonna find out
I'm
if you've
gonna,
been with the friend.
I'm gonna research. I almost lost somebody that I started messing around with because he found out that I had kind of missed somebody. It wasn't his direct circle, but it was somebody that he knew. That was my mistake because he found out. Yeah, it could. I think it may have been 4 or 5 years after the fact. However, we're in the same circle, but not close circle.
Okay.
And he point blank on me.
He point blank what?
He point blank told me that if he had a knew that I messed with XYZ, we couldn't have never messed around.
Yeah, Charles nasty.
His name, look. His name wasn't Charles. His name wasn't Charles.
He know his name wasn't Charles, Miss Patricia. He's just fucking with you.
I know it, but he was that whole ass nigga. And I was talking. They got a baby on me. However.
So let me ask you this, Patricia, just not interrupting you. The guy that had a baby on it, did you stay with him or did you leave him?
Stayed.
Yeah, well, I'm for real with you.
Keep it 100 with me. Keep it 100 with me, Patricia.
I am.
Okay.
I stayed with him, but what happened was.
Damn, what happened? You stayed.
His shit got sloppy. No. You know, you give a nigga an inch, they're gonna take a mile. So it was kind of some stuff like he really didn't want to believe that he was doing what he was doing. So I gave him enough.
He should have just brought the bitch home with him, huh?
No, hell. So it just happened to be. Look. I'm from the north side. I don't play that shit.
Right.
Look,
baby, today's time, you either gonna get cheated on directly or indirectly. Which one you want?
What'd you say, P?
You either gonna get cheated on indirectly or directly. Which one you want, baby?
I'm asking a question in a minute. I'm talking to my homeboy right now. Okay, so level.
Okay.
He used to hunt. Okay, they didn't go to the deer woods or whatever it was, right? And like you said, men are very, very slimy. money started coming up out of ATM, whatever it is, this ATM, he leaving receipts. I'm the
Oh,
receipt.
damn.
They,
Yeah.
shit like this.
Yeah, he done.
Pizza Hut receipt.
Yeah, he done.
Different cities that he was at. Yeah. And so I just did a paper trail, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Just so happened to be my high school sweetheart was this girl's husband.
Okay.
I knew people in this particular city.
Mm-hmm.
However, they didn't call me by my name. They called me by Nick.
Pumpkin.
Nick. No, Cupcake.
Yeah, that's what it is. Cupcake, yeah.
Needless to say, I had a whole file for girl's address. I had everything that I needed. It went so far as to the point to where you walk out of our house one morning, going into Deer Woods, and I'm be sitting there waiting your ass in your truck.
You in a deer stand.
It got that deep now in front of us. It got that deep.
Wow.
So he wanted to lie about it. Okay. Then a baby shower came up. The registry came up. His family knew. Some of his family knew.
So Patricia, let me ask you this. So you basically stayed, because I'm going to ask you this and then I'm going to get back to the question. You stayed, how long did you stay with him after the baby surfaced?
I stayed a month after the baby was born.
A month. And the reason why you gave him, why did you leave after a month? Did you said he got more sloppy or he kept messing with the girl? Is what you're saying?
Couldn't deal with it.
Couldn't deal with it.
So I moved my ass.
I heard it.
He came back after me.
I heard it. Well, listen, Patricia.
Right.
I hate to cut you off, baby, but I got to get on back to the podcast. Thank you for calling in, though. Thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, baby girl. She said she couldn't. Okay. You were asking a question when Patricia called. Did you remember it or did you forget?
Yeah, I
okay.
remember.
What were you saying?
So I was asking a question. So I was saying, we were talking about if a female had dealt with someone that's in your direct crew.
Right.
And so let's just say that you and some girl, y'all left the club.
Okay.
Had a one night stand.
Yep.
Went on y'all's way.
Yep.
5 years later, 3 years later, let's just say 2 years later, she meet Anthony.
Okay, 3 years later, she meet Anthony. Okay.
Yeah, they really like
She's
each
fair
other.
game because I just fucked her and I moved around.
She's fair game.
Yeah.
She wasn't at home. Now, the rule for guys, for niggas is if you care about her, she's off limit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna never fuck with nobody that he cared about. This is somebody I smashed and we left the club. We was drunk. I'm drunk. We both on our drunk shit. She fair game.
Okay.
But if she somebody that I have feelings for, if she's somebody that I spent some time with, she off limits to Anthony, she off limits to Cream, she off limits to a lot of my people that I deal with.
Okay.
But if she fair game, I can't claim all of them. I can't claim everybody. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I live it, if that makes sense. It makes sense to you?
That makes sense.
Okay.
But women are not like that. Women, they can go home with the man that night and they'll be
they all the way off limits if you just
they be like, oh, girl, we hit. You be like,
see what I'm saying? That's why I call myself the boyfriend. Motherfucker, I met you, got your number, talked to you 3 times on the phone. That's it. Meet your homegirl. Girl, we should talk, girl.
And y'all be gonna feel like, and like this lady said, for real. I mean, Pulaski County is what it is, and you are going to meet somebody that knows somebody that dealt with somebody that is somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Marcy, you said now that's deep. Marcy, expound on that when you say that's deep in the comments. She's saying that's deep. I want to understand what she's saying. But women, if you screw them one time, if you punch on them one time, you
they don't. And I mean, I get it. Girl codes are a little bit different. If your homegirls, they smashed.
She off limits. You can't smash them if your homegirl had anything to any
and
smash
if you do, even if it can be years, it can be this, it can be that. If you do, it's gonna be some shit behind it.
Wow.
Even this ain't your dick though. This my dick. So if your homegirl want to get this shit, she can get it. You can't be handcuffing my dick.
They do, but they do. They'll be like, "Girl, he messed with her," and so. And you be like, "Oh, okay. Was they kids? They could have been in high school."
Yeah, he my first grade boyfriend.
They'll be like, "Yeah, but I was like, oh,
that's why I won't tell them. That's why I won't tell them."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit unfair for you to say that person that you didn't have, like you said, that scenario, y'all left the club, y'all You know, you was 22 when that happened. You
Right.
42 now.
Right.
Yeah.
So now you got a 20-year span, so you can't sleep with nobody or deal with no. How do you know that person ain't changed in 22 years and could be your person that God has for you?
Right.
But you so stuck on something that happened 20 years ago that a motherfucker that really don't like you, claiming
didn't
some
like
nigga
you then.
that's claiming just keeping you from meeting who could be a blessing to you. And she probably talking about your ass anyway.
Right.
So you giving. So I mean, I don't know that I agree with
That's
all
why I
that.
ain't
The girl
tell
code. I don't think.
You know my homegirl? No. Never seen in my life.
So we through with that question? We through with that question. Last question, but not least, and then we'll call Webb, okay? Question is it okay to have a relationship with a coworker? Workplace boo. Workplace bae.
That bitch better be the supervisor.
Workplace dating on the job.
Fuck this overtime out her ass. I need to put
Have you, P, ever dated somebody that you worked with?
I ain't had no real job since 2002, so that question right there, I might have to sit this one out.
Before 2002, have you ever dated anybody that you worked with?
Dating and fucking two different things, though, ain't it?
What's the
That's
question?
true.
Dating and fucking two
That's
different
true.
things.
Okay, so
let me ask
question?
you, P, have you ever slept with somebody?
I was sleeping with a supervisor. I can get some overtime hours.
So that's a yes.
Yeah.
And that was to your benefit because
I was like 21. It'd be like 48. In the backseat of her Escalade. She go home with her husband. You know.
So would you date? So now wait a minute. So would you date someone that you are working with?
I think
is she beneficial? I ain't gonna date a motherfucker.
I don't think it's no big deal on dating as long as she doesn't report to you or you don't report to her. I think. What do they call it? Fraternism. What do they call it? Fraternizing. As long as we're not in the same, I really don't want them to be in the same department. They could work for the same company. But as long as I don't report to her and she don't report to me, I don't think it's anything wrong with dating on the job. You might find your wife or your husband from a coworker. So I don't think obviously, you don't bring your business up to the job.
Well, if she a church member then?
What is it?
Did that apply? Like, say you might play the drums at church, and then she might be her first lady. That's a coworker.
That would be a job.
That's a coworker.
If you're at the church and both of y'all are musicians or somebody y'all are in the choir members, that's considered on the job. So, but I don't think that do you have a problem with dating somebody that you work with?
I wouldn't want to, but I'm not completely against it. I think that I take your stance. I think as long as you don't report to the individual, I think that would be something. Yeah.
Kim Johnson, what's up, Kim? She said no dating, sleeping with coworkers. And that might be a company rule at some companies.
It is a company. It's a major company rule at a lot of companies.
So that's why people hide it.
The last major jobs that I've worked for, probably the last 3 or 4, they had no fraternizing. You could not date a coworker.
Patricia Moreland said, no, you shouldn't.
I ain't know Little Caesars do that.
Look. You said the last comment. Alicia King said, I love my work boyfriend more than my husband. That's what she said. She loved her work boyfriend more than her husband. This is my uncle. I'll call him back.
Think about your work boyfriend see you every day. He see you more hours than your husband see you.
No workplace romance. I did it. We got married. It didn't end well. Yeah. I remember that too. Marcia said, don't eat where you shit.
That's it, Marcia.
That's what she said. Tony Dickerson said, nope, not good.
Yeah.
Let's see. A lot of women don't categorize relationship correctly. Y'all weren't together. He was just fucking on you. That's what Marcy said. I guess that was to the last question. So I don't have a problem, even though a lot of companies won't let you do that. A lot of companies feel like it's too close for comfort to have 2 employees working together, sleeping together, dating. So you have to do it on the low. You have to keep it on the low. Because a lot of companies won't let you do that.
Yeah, and I think the company's train of thought too, from coming from a place of management, is like, let's say you work at a company and me and you start dating and we get married, let's say, and they piss you off. Guess who coming out the door next? The wife.
Mm-hmm.
So you lose 2 people. If it's just a lot that comes with it. So I mean, sometimes
definitely not if one reports to each other.
Yeah.
And like Anthony P was sleeping with the supervisor, that's definitely a big no.
I was getting some hours. Yeah, I was getting some hours. I'm like these women. They fucking they way to the top. I'm fucking my way to the top.
Oh my God!
I need some bills. I need some bills paid too.
Mic off.
But if it's a co-worker, the co-worker situation is long, and people don't give a fuck about no fraternizing. If I like you, we gonna keep it on the low. I'm gonna call you when you leave. You gonna come to the house. You might stay at the house. We can't drive in the same car. But
drop me off around the back. I'm gonna walk around the front.
But I think that's not a big issue that you date somebody that you work with. I don't think that's a real big issue. I don't think that's a deal breaker. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. As long as I say that you're not reporting to the person that you're dating or sleeping with, I don't think that's a big issue.
Well, Brian, B level. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Put your hands on.
She keep calling my government name.
Put your hands on B-Lo. Put your hands on
B-Lo. You trying to say something?
Get your hand on me, Brian.
What you trying to say something?
Go ahead.
Okay, let's get Chris Webb on the phone. Let's see what Webb got going on, y'all. We got to get Webb on the phone. Let's call him. She said she cheat back. Let's see what we got. She said Webb said she cheat back. She at home. She said she ain't even fuck with y'all. Hell, she cheat back.
Hello.
Good evening, Miss I Cheat Back. How you doing?
Hey, Chris.
I've been waiting for this motherfucking number to pop up on my fucking phone.
Well, so tell me what you cheat back. Do you not feel like, this is what I want to ask you on the cheat back, because several women have taken that stance, right? Why go and put more miles on your body to get back at a Negro that didn't respect you in the first place? Why you gonna go give yourself and get that thing away and put some more whole facts numbers on that thing?
Yeah.
Because you trying to get back at a trifling ass dude.
Okay, let me tell you. I'm not speaking for myself. I'm
yes,
just
you
saying.
are.
I'm just saying. I'm not even fuck you because I got that for your motherfucking ass too. You all to fuck up. I'm gonna touch on you in a mountain.
Okay.
Get him, Chris. Get him.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Just from what I have seen, because I'm gonna be honest with you. B-level, it's some hoes out here that's some real savages, like fucking 3 niggas in a day. Like they go hard in the paint, they have no feelings, and they don't give a fuck. And from what I see, a lot of these hoes keep an old nigga, so they just gonna go double back on that old nigga, go fuck their baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, hoes can go fuck their baby daddy. Keep that in mind, okay? So they don't necessarily have to put no more miles on that thing. They got a nigga they can go fuck with that's on the side that's ready to rock and roll at any time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you saying it ain't no harm in going doubling back on somebody that don't bring your numbers up. It's okay. Your cheating back is mean. Okay, nigga, you cheated on me. I'm finna go fuck my baby daddy, and that ain't putting no miles, that ain't putting no more numbers on my. I ain't got to roll.
And especially if the nigga not your baby daddy, niggas always be jealous of a bitch baby daddy for some reason, especially if he ain't no mark ass nigga.
No. That nigga ain't jealous. That nigga just mad because you gave that nigga the most important thing you can give a man.
Let me
you
tell
gave
you,
a nigga a baby.
Let me tell you what I tell everybody.
You ain't worth that no more now.
I'm loyal as fuck. But just remember, my nigga, just do unto others as you want me to do unto you. Just don't do no shit that you don't want me to do to you. Because I'm going to tell you, if I find out you dogging me, because I'm a good bitch, and you treat me and play my loyalty, I'm going to tell you right now, baby, I'm going to eat your ass up 2 times worse than you did me, baby. So just know whatever you doing, I'm going to do 10 times worse.
I need you in my life, baby. I like the way you talk. Baby. What's your phone number? I need you in my life.
Way up. We need to talk.
And then I'm gonna tell you something else. Drea, tell me if I'm lying. Niggas can't handle a bitch that cheat anyway. They be like dollar ass throwing a bitch shit ass.
That's right. Hit the button. Yes. They cannot.
Yeah.
They be ready to beat your ass. Not throw your shit outside. Beat your ass, Chris. They will try to fight you. They will do all kind of shit.
Live at 3 a.m.
Yes. Over pussy.
Not the bosses.
Mhm.
Boss is just gonna call your homegirl.
So,
It's been calling
I'm
me.
yeah. And a lot of times, B level, when a bitch cheat, a nigga done, he got to go, but let a nigga cheat. Oh, baby, we're gonna give you a chance. We're gonna try to work it out. Not
Well,
me,
at least,
though.
but
That's
at
if he
least,
live with you.
but at least most men are honest to say, I can't take no more. I don't want you. I'm gonna let you go. They ain't staying around saying that they forgive you and really they can't. They bouncing. They saying, hey, you done gave that thing away. I can't take it. My heart hurts. I'm having a heart attack. I don't want no
You know you
more.
done die, nigga.
I don't want no more. That's
Hmm.
so you can respect them if they say, well, I don't want to fuck with you no
Especially
more.
if that bitch pussy good, especially
Right.
if that bitch got a
Right.
good
I'm
pussy.
gonna leave you, well, but I'm gonna leave the back door open
It's
for
gonna
you,
drive a
well.
nigga. It's gonna drive a nigga nuts. The nigga ain't gonna be able to take you.
Well, how
He
many
gonna lose
pictures you got in
that
your
night.
phone?
Okay, anyway,
Nah,
let me
that
tell
pussy
you.
ain't good. That pussy ain't good then.
Let me tell you one thing, nigga. Let me tell you one thing.
Well, why do you call and argue with
I just
Anthony
want to
every
ask
week?
this nigga one question.
What?
What?
I just want to ask this nigga one question.
What's up, baby?
So if a bitch cheat on you, you gonna stay?
Nah, I ain't gonna stay with the
Can you
bitch.
handle it?
See, you guys saying I'm gonna leave the back door open for if she got some good pussy. I still come give her this thing, but I ain't gonna be with her no more.
Ugh.
So so you must ain't got no good stuff.
Well, I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie. I
you know.
have stayed with a motherfucker that cheated on me, so I ain't gonna say. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit hurt.
Wow, B-level.
That shit
Well,
hurt.
clearly, because you got the 5 steps for both parties.
B
I
level,
got it.
B level, look,
Yeah,
B
I
level,
like
lying.
that.
That bitch is gonna buy B level alternator next week, so he waiting on his alternator to get sent in. That's what he waiting on.
Hey, Webb, I got them true. I'm telling you, I got the keys to it. Did you hear it? Did you hear the 5 things you
Man,
got
you
to do?
did so B-level. You did so well. This
He
has been
did.
such an engaging episode. Like you did really well. You hit the nail on the head today with this one. I've been so like my phone been fucking up. I'm out moving around, but I've been engaged, baby. You
I
put it down
appreciate you,
because
baby. I appreciate you. I
yeah,
appreciate you,
it
Webb.
needs to be spoken about because these are black struggles that black women go through, and it's time that we talk about this shit. But just know that if you cheat on me,
You gonna cheat
I
back?
text you. Your name is Ted, and Drea, what's my name?
Tack. Tick and tack.
Tat it up.
Girl, let me get you to the
Get it,
damn
Webb,
news. Let me
get
get you to the news, Webb. You talk about cheating and cheating back. Let me get your ass to the news. All right, here we go, Webb. Here we go.
They're not the news.
News you can use. And we're talking about it.
It's in the news.
With Chris Webb.
All right, with on the phone with cheating ass Chris Webb with the news you can use. If you cheat on her, she cheat, miss. I'ma cheat back, Chris
Yeah.
Webb.
And tack your ass.
Well, what you have going on? What you have going on this week, baby?
So look, we didn't really have nothing much this week. It's been pretty quiet. I'm proud of y'all because after these last 2 weeks, y'all done drained a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. So it's been a real light week. Thank God. I thought y'all niggas didn't have no fucking chill down there. Y'all don't fuck about nothing. Woo, y'all should crash out. Listen.
Girl, you funny.
Crashing the fuck out.
You funny,
Speaking
Webb.
of
You
crashing
funny.
out.
You funny, Webb. You are
Yeah.
funny. Go ahead, baby. You're funny. I
Speaking
promise you
of-
hilarious.
Speaking of crashing out, motherfucker done hit a motherfucker in their car. They whole body and ran into a pedestrian. And there's a video. I sent you. You got my
Yeah, I
text
got it. And
today.
before I play it, I want to just warn you that it's explicit videos. I want to give you a warning that it is very explicit. But let me go ahead and play it real quick.
Hold on, I want to say what Brittany said that time. Cue
the
the clip. Cue the clip. Cue the clip.
Here we go. Here we go. Is that the body on the ground there?
Yeah, and I'm unsure if they naked or not, so I don't know.
Oh wow.
They done knocked the shoes off. Look like they got on one shoe. Oh my God.
Damn. Did he die?
I'm not sure, and I know we laughing about this shit. We really should
we're
be
not.
laughing.
We're not
My
laughing.
apologies. My apologies to the family, whoever that family
No,
member
we're not
is.
laughing.
But yeah, it's just like I want to know what was you doing when you hit somebody? Like you knocked that person's socks off. So
We probably
prayers
texting and
for
driving.
them, and hope they're still alive. I don't know if they're alive or not.
Yeah, we're praying. Whoever he is, we're praying for him and praying for his recovery, because he wasn't moving, so I don't even know if he was. I don't know. They didn't look good.
Yeah. And then there was a black bitch. She wasn't paying attention, probably driving fast in a motherfucker. So I don't know. But moving on. Okay, this is a sad point. So look, D-Love, you remember that girl that passed away last week that got all that love from everybody?
Alexia. I can't remember her last name.
Louis.
Yes. Yes.
So they did a balloon release for her, and when I tell you it was so beautiful, it was so sad though, because you could just see that it was a lot of people there that was just hurting because she's no longer here. But I'm gonna tell you, like the pictures that everybody shared, for her to be 24 years old, Bill Level, she was kicking it. You know, she lived a good life. Like she turned the fuck up. So
yeah, I like I said, I did know her. And here's the deal: she looks different, and I've seen like 4 or 5 different pictures, and she looks different every time.
She has different looks.
She has different
light-skinned
looks.
Sometimes she looked.
She was a gorgeous young lady, but she has 4 or 5. You know how people can change their hairstyle and they look totally different. They have posted 3 or 4 different pictures, and all 3 or 4 of them, I'll be thinking, is this the same girl? Because she looks so much different than on those poses.
Yeah.
All right, you want me to go ahead and play the balloon release?
They was pleased because they got a different bitch every time she changed her hair.
Yeah. You want me to go ahead and play the video of the balloon release?
Yeah, go ahead and play it. It's really beautiful.
Here we go.
These memories will stay with me.
Wow, that was pretty sad. But it was a lot of people out there.
It was beautiful though.
Yeah, it was a lot of people out there. I think I saw it somewhere. Where was? I don't know if you know, but do you know where the balloon release was and when it was?
I do not recall. I know I had a flyer for it that I had shared in my stories, but I don't remember the location. I'm sure the location is in there, but I didn't.
Well, man, every once in a while, something happens that rocks our city. I said this last week. I'll repeat it again. This young lady touched the lives of so many, and her death affected so many people, and so many people are hurting because of it. And so I said last week, I'll say it again: if her death impacted you, or you're dealing with trauma from any death, I would ask you to go and first of all pray, and then try to get some help to get you past your trauma. We lose people, and some of us never really heal from losing our loved ones. So we just hope that you could get the trauma that you need to get past Alexia's passing, and whoever else that you know that may have passed in your family.
Because, people lose their mothers and their fathers, and it's just something you just really can never get over. You just have to learn how to cope with life, with that person no longer being there. That's just some things you just can't ever get over, like a loss of a child. So, yeah, it's real sensitive, but I'm glad that she did have a good life, it looks like. And I am glad that she had a lot of people that loved her, that showed love to her, as she transitioned. And I'm sure she's in heaven now, turned up, kicking it. So we need to be happy that she's in a better place and no more stressing out and worrying and whatever. So she's in a better place, but we just have to just always just be sensitive that, even though she's in a better place, she's no longer here physically. So that's kind of hard to receive sometimes, when especially, a person, they had the full potential to be so much more in life, and then their life got taken off of some foolish carelessness. So I'm gonna stay on top of this story. I'm going to get the tea on who did this, and I am going to put it in the news. So I'm gonna stay on top of this show. Just stay posted.
Connected. Okay.
And then we would say again, just to echo what Webb is saying, if you have any information about, you might have seen something, you might have been out of the trail ride, we're asking you to call the Mayflower Police Department and share that information because I think the investigation is still pending and is still going on. Tamala McElroy said, Echo, and Tracy Anderson is saying, praying for the family and friends for strength and comfort. Marcia Harvey says, my only child was 24 years old when I lost him. It's been 4 years in county. Marcia, we're praying for you, baby. We're praying for your strength. No, it's not a good thing to bury your child. I mean, obviously that is not. So Marcia, we are praying for you, baby. We are praying for your strength. And hoping that you can find comfort and dealing with your trauma, and hopefully you're dealing with that, and so we're praying for you, Marcy, on your situation as well.
Yeah.
All right, well, so you next week we're back on, and then the next 2 weeks after next week, Tristan is in. What did Tam say? Tristan was in Birmingham. Birmingham. Next week we're going to broadcast in the studio, and then the following week we're going to be on, but we were all broadcast as the house. So I don't know. Are you gonna come in on video that week with us?
Yeah, I'll come in on video.
Yeah, because everybody's gonna be on. I'm gonna be in the studio by myself, but Andrea and Anthony and Tristan will be at their house, and I'm just gonna bring them in. So they would love to see how beautiful you are. So not this coming up week.
Pussy Crust to clean his motherfucking house up before you get on live.
I'm coming to see her ass in person. I don't want to see her on no video. I want to see how you live. I want to see if you big.
P said he finna drive down to Texas and see you, Webb.
I want to see if you big, skinny, wide, narrow.
Don't waste your time.
Whatever you is, baby.
Baby, level. You know how I feel.
Oh my goodness! Don't get this girl started.
I need that girl shopping lane, Brad.
This motherfucker.
No nigga.
I'm telling you, this motherfucker is crazy. Do not get started. And she said she ain't shaving down there, so don't go down there.
You right. You don't want to find no yo-yos and shit.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of this.
All right, so listen. So listen, next week we as regular on the phone. What you say?
She gotta deal with it. I feel bad for Dre. This is bullshit.
I know, girl. It's just all the time. It does not stop.
Over that time in the rain.
Girl.
Man, hang up on hang up on her ass.
Way up next week is business as usual, and then the next following 2 weeks we are all on video. So you got one more week to hide behind the camera, and then that week after that, we finna show these people how fine you are. We finna show these people.
We doing Secret Santa?
No filters.
Oh, we probably should. We should do that.
Do Secret
you want to
Santa.
do it? We're gonna do it today.
Santa.
Hey, we're gonna do it today. So who you want to pull for you? Me or Anthony?
You.
Okay.
Really? You know what? Fuck that. Drea.
Damn.
I don't want nobody putting shit to me.
I got you, Webb.
We are gonna pull for Secret Santa. Now, Secret Santa is that you're not supposed to tell who you get the gift for. You're just supposed to present the gift, right?
No, you pull names.
I know it, but way up. So you gonna mail your gift, or you gonna come up here and bring the gift on?
I'm cash app. I'm a cash app.
That brain, that gift.
Way up. We can't do cash apps. That's the only thing. We gotta get some thought in the gifts. You gotta buy gifts. Okay. You can buy a gift card or a gift certificate, but no cash app.
Just send me your address and I'm gonna ship it there.
Okay. I'm not coming or Webb, you could just do a gift card, but no cash app. And I don't even like gift cards, really. Let's put some thought behind.
Because what kind of gift card I'm gonna get? Gift card.
So let's do what we're gonna do. A $25 gift. Is that what?
Whatever the Lord lay on your heart, you know.
No, we got to put a money value to it. So everybody
minimum $25.
You say you can't go over, right?
Minimum $25.
I mean, we're not trying to break the bank. I said a minimum of $25.
Minimum.
All right. Yeah. So a minimum of $25. We'll pull today. We'll put
Broken.
Well, we said minimum of 25, no more than 100.
You could do $100 gift if you want to, baby. We know you in the bag, so you could do $100 gift.
Man, shut up.
For real. We can do $100.
All
right, listen. We'll see you.
We're gonna get together. Drea, just pull for me because I don't trust these niggas. Okay? Hit my little sound effect real quick.
Bye, Will.
Bye, niggas. Bye,
Bye.
Oh my goodness, this girl is crazy. All right, so listen, next week, they are all laughing. They are all laughing. Next week, we're in the last week in the studio. The next 2 weeks, then we will actually broadcast from our home, and we will actually get to see, for those of you guys who have not seen Web, P, you will get to see how she looked.
Yeah, we ain't gotta keep looking at this still ass photo that she sent in that's filtered and shit.
Shut up. Web is pretty.
I'm gonna say, advertisers, we need you to sponsor the podcast. Listen, we are streaming about 100 to 150,000 streams per month, and we want you to talk to those people, right? We want to help your business. We want to help you grow. It's very inexpensive to advertise on this podcast. It's pennies on the dollars, considering how many people that you're going to reach. All you have to do is inbox myself, Brian Stewart, on Facebook, inbox the UTB Podcast Facebook page, inbox Andrea Dree Hicks, or inbox Tristan Hobbs. P, are you on Facebook?
Anthony P will have his coming soon, like the next week, soon as he gets.
All right, Anthony P is going to get on Facebook within the next week. So you could inbox either one of us or send an email at unpackingthebaggagePodcast@gmail.com. Again, the email address is unpackingthebaggagePodcast@gmail.com. Now, before we leave, I didn't say it up here. Here's a Cash App. If you want to support this podcast, there's a Cash App. You can screen. You can look at the QR code, scan the QR code, and that Cash App comes directly to us. If you want to support the podcast, you can send us Christmas gift by scanning that QR code up top. Okay. Do you guys have any other order business? I see, Drea, that you still have your puppy. So
the dog
these
business.
these people are not. Hey, what's happening? Y'all don't want no puppies? I mean, these are high dollar
No, I can't
dogs.
give this dog away.
You gonna give it away?
I can't.
No, I said they don't want no puppies. They got to buy it. These are high dollar dogs.
No. I had puppies that left this weekend. 2.
Oh, you have 2.
I had 2 that left this weekend.
How many do you have left?
I have 7 left. There was she had 11, and then there was this one, so there's 12.
So you did sell 2. Okay, good. So listen, Christmas presents. They make great Christmas presents for your kids.
Yeah.
These are high dollar dogs. Does it cost a lot to get them, Drea?
They're between 15 and 25.
Okay.
So yeah, just depending on what kind. We have a couple of different kinds: South African Borbals, Cane Corsos, and then I have one Bully Pit. I don't know if I'm partnered with the Bully Pit. I've been nurturing him, so we may not. And if you are, listen to bigger things. If you are looking for land, please give me a call. We have some acres that we are trying to sell off of Canis. So, ladies.
She has a whole community. If you want,
yes.
Are you selling lots?
I am.
Okay. So holla at Andrea. Andrea gave her number on the air last week. Give it again to her.
972-839-3714.
Wait a minute. Before we leave, and I know we got 15 minutes before, I saw you doing an interesting, I cannot leave without talking about Andrea's live that she did this week. I called you on there, right?
Yeah.
Andrea did a live, and I'm not going to let y'all go yet because I promise you this is some interesting stuff. First, I want to shout out Andrea's 13-year-old.
Yes.
Is that live still up on your page?
It is. No, I couldn't get the live. I don't know where it went to.
Andrea, you need to find it. If Andrea can find and reactivate this live, I can promise you that Andrea has a 13-year-old that is so intelligent. This baby, it was talking about, she put up a post last week that talked about if your man requires you to pay 50% of the bills that you should run.
What?
And Andrea, yes, that's what she said. Andrea said that she believes that, let me just not tell you. Tell them what you said.
Yeah. Tell us.
Tell them what you said.
I said that if a man does not have the mental capacity, and I said mental capacity, to be the sole provider, this is your husband, not your boyfriend. If he does not have the mental capacity to be the sole provider and expects a 50-50 type of situation, women run.
So this is just for husband. For boyfriend and girlfriend, you feel like it's cool for 50-50 for boyfriend and girlfriend?
I don't even really feel like it's cool for boyfriend and girlfriend because you're starting something.
Well, you're
but I'm just
contradicting
no, I'm
yourself.
not. I'm just saying, like, but you can require that for someone that you're marrying. But if y'all are dating, then maybe not. But I don't want anyone in my life that does not want to be my sole provider. I'm
No,
sorry.
but what's in it for the man to provide for you? Why do you deserve for me to pay all the bills?
Okay, well, first of all, you sound very lame today.
I'm just asking why.
Second,
Why do you deserve it?
because I do deserve
what
it.
you got that she
Yeah,
and she
but
and
I got a lot of things that
got.
she ain't got.
Cause that thing between y'all legs comes standard on every
No,
model.
it doesn't.
It comes standard on every
but this
model.
is not. But that's not the thing. The point that I'm trying to make is, and this is where we were. There were over 125 comments. Okay, there were over 125 comments, and a lot of the comments were acting just like you're talking.
You
right
see
now.
what happened to Taylor Swift, don't you? She got Travis Kelce.
Listen,
and he got with a B now.
Listen.
All right, so I put it down there. You think that a man that's married,
yeah.
All right, okay. No, I think you cleared it up. You said dating as well. If they live together and they're committed, what percentage do you feel like the man should pay, Andrea?
And why?
Again, very quickly. It's not really about him paying everything. I said the mental capacity. So physically, you are both in this relationship. You both should help each other out. You both should equally bring things to the table. If I can't let me ask y'all a question. Do you want no. Do you want your daughter? You have a daughter.
So let me, if you want to ask me.
I'm asking you that question. You have a daughter.
I do not believe in my woman paying 50% of the bills.
Amen.
And that's just me. But it's a kicker to that. You gotta listen to the kicker.
Please tell her ass that kicker. Tell her that kicker right now.
And we've talked about this before. If we are deciding something, I'm taking in consideration my woman's opinion on something, right? But I am going to be the head of my house. I'm going to get the last say. If we are deadlocked, you say yes and I say no, we're going with what I say. And so I have to lead by example. I have to be that person that leads by example. So I'm going to pay the majority. And I take a lot of things in consideration, right? She might make more than me on paper. I'm still going to pay more. Let's say my significant other or my wife made, and this is a true statement, this is in my marriage. She made more than me on paper. All right. For our job, I was working at Glazier's. I was selling beer. She was working at the bank. She made more money than me. In fact, when we got her the divorce, the judge was trying to make her pay me child support.
I would have took this shit.
I said I didn't want it. That's a real story. But you have to take in consideration what they make. Yeah. But even if my wife or my significant other makes more money than me, I am always going to pay the majority of the bills. But what I would ask, because I ain't gonna say require, what I would ask her to pay would kind of be based on how much money she makes. If she makes 100 and I make 50, it might be I make 60, she might pay the 40. I'm gonna always pay the most though. Period. That's just.
I think that what has happened with this question is that everybody's really making this about money. It really was not about money. It was about what's in a person's head.
So as long as I can,
okay, hold on.
I want to pay all the bills.
No. It's not really about. It's about you taking ownership. When I have daughters, their dads are kind of not there. When one of them, one of my Israel's father is, but even with me advocating for my twins in their father's absence, when they brought a man home, I wanted to know that this man has the capacity that if something happened to one of my daughters, he can take care of her. Would you want a man to come to your daughter's house and she say, Daddy, because Daddy been taking care of you. Daddy been taking care of his daughter.
That's not the same thing.
Nope, it is. It is.
Yes,
that's somebody's daughter. I'm still somebody's daughter.
But Andrea, what you're saying,
but you
that's two different things.
No, I'm not on clearance, baby.
Okay,
I'm behind the counter in the glass with a lock.
So let me clarify. What you just said is if something happens to one of your daughters, you want to be able to know that he can take care of him. Because he take care of doesn't mean that he have to pay more than 50%.
I never said that he should pay more than 50. I said it's the thinking.
So long
no. The thinking capacity is to say, this is my house and I take ownership of it. And this is what I am head of.
That's my thinking.
And that's the thinking.
Yeah.
That is, and just like you and her, it did not say when you have a child, and that's why I said a child. You take when I decided that I was gonna have my children, whether they daddy was there or not, I said, this is my child. I'm taking responsibility of this person, no matter whether he comes 50 or whether he doesn't. In my mind, I said, this is my responsibility.
Right.
And what I am saying is that when a man takes on a wife, she should be his responsibility. She shouldn't have to go to her daddy and ask her daddy for a goddamn thing.
Right.
She should be able to have a man. If a man is going to take on, because I can be your roommate and pay 50%. We can be fucking roommates and do that.
Right.
But I'm saying a man, when he says, I want a wife, he should say, this is my baby. And whether she can pay all the bills or whether she can pay not, this is the house that I'm over. And I'm going to make sure that she's taken care of. Now, whatever she's my better half. She's my helpmate. Whatever she brings in here is good for her and I. And it's going to, and if she give, whatever he gives her, she's supposed to multiply it anyway.
So you tell your son, he give us some chick he just met. He been together
not
2
met.
months.
Not met. If I
You
tell,
said a girlfriend
I'm gonna
too.
always teach my son. You be the head of your house. You be a man. You
This
stand up
nigga
and be a
live with the
man,
girl.
and you take care of yourself. And you if you're gonna take responsibility for a wife, you make sure you can take care of her. I would tell my son, don't even marry until you know you
We're
can
not
take
talking
care
about
of
wife.
her.
We're not talking about wife. We're talking about you because you said a girlfriend as well. Somebody he dates as well. He pay all the bills.
If he's dating to marry, then I think that in his mind it should be, I want to take care of her. I love her enough to take care of her. And the problem that I have with this, and the problem that I have with this comment, and I'm gonna say this and be done with it, is that men don't value women anymore in their perspective.
Man.
They got they went all up the tree, down the road,
Women
down
don't
the
value
street.
themselves.
Oh, and they don't. But
if you got 3 or 4 kids by 3 different niggas, you can't come try to raise your price on that pussy to me.
It's not about pussy,
you don't
though,
require him to marry
Anthony.
you.
It's
You don't
not-
require him to marry you.
So Anthony,
And
what's your
then
so
wait,
Anthony,
wait,
what's
wait,
your
and
price you pussy
all the
gouging.
men that answered the questions, all 90% of them was not married, had not been married. I didn't see a wedding ring on that motherfucker's
there gotta
hand
be.
that was talking
so
shit.
Anthony,
Go ahead.
I want to know what
Including
you
this
think.
one.
What do you think as it relates to just paying? What do you
Without
think?
talking about pussy, because you can't get past
Man,
that.
listen.
Say something to me without it being about pussy.
It can't be. Okay, put it like this. If you can control your pussy, I should be able to control my resources, which is my money, what I'm gonna pay for. If I'm gonna pay for everything in the house, I should be able to bring hoes here and fuck these hoes too, because now you my slave. I'm paying for your lifestyle.
So P, you believe that your woman should pay 50% of the bills?
No, she ain't gotta pay 50%. But what I'm saying is these women fought so hard for equal rights. But now you don't want it.
That's
you
not,
know what I'm saying? Think about it. A woman climbing the light pole like the man.
Yeah, that do make a lot of sense.
You climb a light, you want to vote like the man. You want to be paid the same price as a man.
You do have to respect.
But now all of a sudden you want to be took care of.
That he
but what I'm
talks about,
saying,
because he's silly.
No,
But
yeah,
there's
but I get what he's saying is you want to be 50% equal
to the man.
Now I don't have. Listen, I'm gonna do. That's just me. I don't want my woman. I'm just gonna be my house. You understand what I'm saying? And part of that being able to have that is I'm going to make sure that I have all of our needs and some of our wants. But everybody don't think that way. And I think Anthony has a right. His right is what?
What I'm saying, if you move my house, yeah, I'm paying all the bills. But I ain't gonna ask you for your opinion on none either. Now I listen to your opinion, but I'm not gonna take it into 50% consideration of your opinion. It ain't gonna really matter. Because I'm paying all the bills. I'm paying all the bills. That's what she said she wanted.
Why you looking? Does that matter?
Think about it.
He will never have a wife.
Your general manager at your job, or your CEO at your job, don't give a damn what the workers talking about.
Listen.
Think about it. The owner or the CEO don't give a damn about the work. What the workers talking about.
Anthony. I'm gonna bring that.
He ain't come to you getting paid $13 an hour.
So true.
Man,
she was.
What did the psychic say about Anthony?
She said that he was dark, and she said that he had some internal issues going on, and she said that he fucks his own self up basically with his mouth. That's basically what she said.
Let me read some comments before we get out of here. Marcy said, that's fair level. I guess she was talking about my analogy of making money. Chris Webb said, Marcy, hey, my baby. Monty Payne, let's see what he said. I watched my father take care of my mother, so I will always take care of my wife. If God blesses my me with the income, I'm taking care of business.
So right now he ain't blessed.
That's
So
what he
right now
said.
she paying all the shit.
That's what he said.
And she can. That's
But-
what she's
but you-
supposed to do if she's his wife. I'm just saying he should have it in his head that if you take responsibility for your truck, it's yours. If you take responsibility for your dog, it's yours. If you take responsibility for your kids, they're yours.
That's like saying
I'm just saying whatever you take responsibility for, you say it is yours and you are over it, so you take care of it.
I got you. Well,
That's
in
all
my
that I'm-
mind, in my
that's-
mind, I want to pay all the bills, baby. In my mind, I want to take care of your ass in every way. In my mind.
Well, that's
Don't you say?
Marcia says mental process is responsibility first. Yo-Yo said everything is not always about sex. I guess you're talking to you.
Man, name one thing about
Yo-Yo said leave this for another show.
Right.
This was a good topic. And I guess my point is Andrea cannot find the live. It was intriguing, but I'm gonna tell you what I was so impressed. And I called Andrea, I called her and told her, I said, your baby cannot be 13. The level of her response was so not like a 13-year-old. I said that baby has been here before. She spoke so intelligently about it. Obviously, you don't even have it for us to share it, right? It's not, you can't even find it no more, can you?
They ran that ass off.
And my daughter's response was that her biggest response was that a man should want to.
She
And that's
did?
what she said. She said he should want to.
Please dig this. No, I'm saying please try to find that video. I would
I
like
will.
to share it.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I called Andrea. Y'all did the live on like a Thursday or Tuesday. I called, I said, Andrea, I cannot believe that this baby's 13. Y'all would be surprised. We're going to try to find a video so we can share it with you. Do you guys have any order of business before we get off of here tonight?
No.
No.
All right. We didn't get to, I don't know. I guess Tristan said that he didn't know if it was going to come up. So we didn't get an opportunity to be live with Tristan. Hopefully he can send me some video and we will play it on next week. And y'all keep your fingers crossed for Tristan tonight. He is competing for the state of Arkansas. He has 4 other stylists down there competing with him. So y'all say a special prayer, send up and cross your fingers as he compete in a national hair show tonight. Hopefully Tristan can bring the hardware back to Arkansas. Okay. Keep him in your prayers and we will see you next week. If you guys don't have anything else you need to talk about, P, Drea.
Peace.
All right. We will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Good night.
Yeah.
Bye.